King of the Road Productions proudly presents a country and crawfish episode of the King of the Road Show HD. Southeast Texas style. We'll begin our George Jones tribute from the Possum's old hometown of Trbute, Texas. We'll feast on king-sized crawfish at Paul's Seafood in Trbute. We'll also wear the Southeast Texas debut of Kate Hastings' new music video, brought to you by King's Country. And singer-songwriter Ken Holloway will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle.
King of the Road.
Greetings and thanks for watching the latest King of the Road Show HD on Fox 4, KBTV, and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Many of you who keep up with this show on local TV and the internet are familiar with singer-songwriter Clay Austin of Morgan City, Louisiana. We've featured Clay and his band, Redbone Cookin', several times on this program. At one of those concert shoots, Clay's mother, Mama Jo Austin, appeared with him on stage. Check out this exclusive clip.
Hey, Mama Jo, I love you, Mama. Hey, I got an awesome mama. You know, to put up with me, I'm pretty rowdy.
Unfortunately, Jo recently lost her struggle with lung cancer. Rest in peace, Mama Jo. Please keep the rest of the Austin family in your thoughts and prayers. Now join me as we pay tribute to the Possum, George Jones. Ride shotgun with me to Trbute, Texas. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen on the Food Network's Log On and Eat with the Eden Grinch Band.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the guy.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road. I was so lost, oh, but now I'm found. I was blind, oh, but now I see.
Family, friends, and colleagues of the late George Jones recently paid a very touching tribute to him at a packed Benoist Lewis Hall in the Possum's old hometown of Trbute, Texas. Those in attendance included George's oldest sister, Helen Scroggins Jones of Wildwood, Texas.
Well, I love my brother because he always looked after me and seen that I didn't need nothing.
Tell about his great singing.
Yeah, and I loved to hear him sing up till he died.
And tell him about on your daddy's grave. You're going to tell that.
And I wanted the one that wrote Watching from the Window Up Above. My husband loved that song, and so I put it on his tombstone.
Now you want to thank everybody?
Huh?
You want to thank everybody?
Thank y'all.
Before I go, I want to tell y'all one little story.
Come on, girl.
Okay. When I was 2 or 3, I can't remember how because I was so young, but we moved to a farm in Waco. It was a cotton farm. And every summer, George would come and stay with us for a while. And I can't tell you how many times my daddy told the story about when he would come. He had never been around cows, never been around chickens. And so when he found out that eggs and milk came from cows and chickens, he said he was never going to eat them again. He said his eggs and milk came from the grocery store. And that's what he wanted, the ones from the grocery store. I just want to tell y'all all we love you. We thank you. And I know George's music 50 years from now will be just as popular as it is right now.
Y'all remember when they came in here about an hour and a half ago? They took her over to the rocking chair. You know what she said. I don't need no rocking chair. Huh? She really did.
But I don't need no rocking chair. I don't need no rocking chair. You Trbute or you Medicare. I still got me on my thing. This gray hair don't mean a thing.
It's a country and crawfish episode of the King of the Road Show HD. Southeast Texas style. We'll continue our George Jones tribute series from the Possum's old hometown of Vidor next week. Our exclusive coverage will include statements from one of George's old bandmates and songwriters, Earl Peanut Montgomery.
In 6 days, God made heaven and earth. The 7th day, he rested from his work. And on the 8th day, he created the legend of George Jones.
Along with George's sons, Jeffrey and Brian.
I think this is really a tribute to Vidor, to show up and show support and tribute our father.
And we'll air my exclusive George Jones radio interview from a few years back. Kicker 95.1, it's Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George, how are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
Still to come in this episode, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Kate Hastings' new music video. Brought to you by King's Country. And singer-songwriter Ken Holloway will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle. But next, we'll dine on king-sized crawfish at Paul's Seafood in Vidor.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.